there. There's a swing and a drive. And it is gone. That one barely got out of here. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Alec Thomas now. Fought off foul.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Slings to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Jonathan Aranda digs in now. And the first offering is not close. And there's the strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
That clips the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Freddie Peralta with the strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Isaac Paredes stands in now and watches strike one. Oh, he doesn't get the call. One ball, one strike.
One ball, one strike.
Just missed. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here on opening day. There's a strike.
2-2 down.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball three. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Second inning set to go, and now it's going to be Junior Caminero.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
That one ripped. Hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Marte, the next to hit. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And that one upstairs, ball one. Taijuan Walker is forced to the mound after the injury.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
And that one is downstairs. Now 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
Manny Machado, batting with one down, takes a strike. Just missed. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire. We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. The 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Aztecs on top here, 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Joey Meneses. Peralta back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
That's too low. 2-1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Now a fly ball to right center. Rodriguez sizing this one up. And it's caught for the out. Now it's Randy Arozarena. He swings and fouls one off. On the ground, Caminero. The throw to first. They get the out on a Rosarena. Two down, bases empty. Here's Luis Arias.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
And that is out of play. That one fouled off. Two outs. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next offering way upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Goes down looking. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. Here's a look at this team's early season projection. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Diaz getting the starting catcher, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Thomas gets under it. Squeezes it. 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Now, Jose Ramirez. Ground ball right side and foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
That's towards center. Thomas gets under it. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, and stepping in is the speedy Jared Cerna. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
And a foul ball. That one just misses. 1-2 to count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And the 1-0. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jarren Duran. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And ball one. Man at first, one away. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Right through there, got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Thomas in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. And that's downstairs. And the count 1-2. Kirk leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one misses. Full count now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That slider breaking in could be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Out to short. Tosses to first. They get the out on Soto. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Junior Caminero. That's in for a strike. Foul ball. Hard hit left side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at the friendly confines. And now, Jonathan Aranda. Hit hard, should be extra bases.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Struck out looking at his first at bat. There's the strike.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Inside and 1-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And that one clips the corner. Nobody out. Runner at first. Missed inside with the curve. And down on strikes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Next to hit, Joey Meneses. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And there's a ball. Aranda, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that one is lifted in the air. And it falls. The throw in. The tag out.
He comes up firing, and there was an anticipation and kind of an excitement when the ball went in his direction that he was going to have an opportunity to throw somebody out. And that's the attitude that aggressive and good outfielders have.
And now the right fielder, Randy Arozarena. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Yeah, that's fouled off. Lined into right. Tracks it down for the out. And the inning is over. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Walker back to work. That one's in there. 0-1.
You know, this group of hitters need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Another 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Here's Manny Machado now. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. There's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And the batter now, Julio Rodriguez. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton, and set to get us started. Bottom 5, Luis Urias. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tatis makes the grab, 1 down. And now the shortstop, Jared Cerna.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, get that first hit at the big league level. Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering misses, and that's ball 2. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away here on opening day. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Jared Cerna with his first major league hit, and this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen, and when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, dude. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you can take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Now here is Alejandro Kirk. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball. Safe in second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
And a swing and a miss there. Movement in the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Peralta getting cranked up as well. And a foul ball. He stays alive. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch way upstairs.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez pulls that one down. Runner tags at second, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And now here is Jaron Duran. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a foul out of play. And that one fouled off. Cerna on third with 2 out. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line, and it stays fair. The run scores from third, and they take a 2-run lead. Round second, digging for third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That does it for Freddie Peralta, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Wandy Peralta on to pitch here.
Important job for him to do right now with that runner on third as they try to add on to their lead. Just needs 1 out to get out of it, so this is a huge matchup in this game right here.
Stepping in, Alek Thomas. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Swings and misses, and it's 0-2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Mexico with the lead, 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And a foul ball. And a foul ball. Out towards left center. Thomas sizing it up. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
1 down, base is empty. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
And that one finds its way through. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a chance to make an impact with two away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Inside, just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Strike on the inside corner.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotze into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. One hit, one left. To the bottom of the sixth inning. The Aztecs out front here, 2-0. And we're back. Well, we go bottom six. And now the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Swing and a ground ball. And he punches one right back up the middle. That's what he does. Great contact. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Peralta measures 6 feet even, 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. In the dirt. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jimmy Garcia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. This one in the air. And out number one on the grab.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And now the DH, Joey Meneses, 1 for 2.
Me tienes enamorado, ay boquita de corazón, boquita de corazón.
Right through there for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next offering is down low. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Rodriguez sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Randy Arozarena. Swings and misses. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Now a screamer into the outfield. Tatis makes the play, and that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Juan Soto now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Taijuan Walker won't go any further. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. New pitcher on now, Luis Gastulo, on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
Now here is Junior Caminero. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. And he hits a ground ball right side. 2 up, 2 down.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's Ketel Marte, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one missed.
He missed the zone, but I don't think he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He circles the bases, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Machado in the box now. No balls and a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. The sweeper catches the outside part of the zone. And he grounds one to the right side. And it gets by him.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. There's a strike.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
The 0-1. On the ground, right side. Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first, and it beats him. What a play. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Dennis Santana.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Luis Urias now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Santana, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And that is out of play. Headed towards the corner. Tatis really on his horse for it. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Out to center. Rodriguez settles under it. And there's 2 down.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, Steph is just too good to fail.
That's a hit, and that extends the inning.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Next to hit, Jarren Duran to the right side. That's the inning.
He's out.
Back here at the friendly confines, here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Gastulo back to work.
Ball, that's low.
Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ripped on a line. And a base hit right there. And that puts the tying run on base.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Now pitching.
Roberto Osuna into the game, on for his major league debut, and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher, I'm sure there's some nerves there. Probably don't want to squeeze the baseball too tight. Just relax and do what you're capable of doing.
Swings through that one for strike one.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. With a single base, runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. And
He's
safe.
in there. He's safe.
It's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Up the middle. Urias to first in time. And they take care of Tatis for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Guerrero in the box now. Takes strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And 1-2. The tying run is 90 feet away. So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Here at Wrigley Field, and now Alec Thomas. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Picks it up with a bare hand, not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
This was the perfect spot to drop the bunt for a hit. I mean, he used his bat as a tool up there to direct the ball exactly where he wanted it to go and looked smooth doing it at the same time. Really well done, and the defense right there stood no chance.
Man at first, nobody out. And here's the first baseman, Jonathan Aranda. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now Isaac Paredes bunting, and he pops it up. Fires over to Guerrero, and that's an out on the sacrifice.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
And here is Joey Meneses. Golden opportunity right here. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. First pitch misses.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And that drops in for a strike.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Pitch gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily.
Well, that's a big insurance run there, and it comes rather cheaply. You're trying to keep your guys in the ball game, but this won't help the cause. We'll see if that extra run ends up being a factor or not.
Aranda takes his lead at third with one away. That one misses, and it's a full count. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. His first homer of the year, it's 5-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at-bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Dennis Santana will depart, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Jimmy Garcia gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty. At the plate, Randy Arozarena. 0 for 3 in this one. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Rodriguez drop step going back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Two down, bases empty. Here's the second baseman, Luis Urias. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. In the air, out towards left center. And that'll do it. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now a 5-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Juan Soto. Pitches in there, and that's strike one. Osuna, in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. That to right. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now it's the shortstop, Junior Caminero.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Outside corner for a strike. Bases empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the ninth. And it's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
In the air, left side. Duran on the move. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And first offering is fouled off. There's the strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Osuna is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. They looking at you from the face down. One, leave the room with the bass down.